You know, this is starting to feel like chili pepper weather. Taiwan's hungry for some fresh and fiery, spicy foods that let your taste buds have a blast. And if there's one dish that fits the bill, it's black bird stew. Let's pay a visit to one restaurant.
On the way over here, everyone's getting ready for the Moon Chase Festival.
I pulled out my...
I pulled out my microphone. How did that happen? Oh, so that's what it's called.
Moon Chase Festival? Is that another one of Liyue's ancient traditions?
Another one?
And that's right. Moon Chase is a big festival where we celebrate the arrival of the fall by moonlight. The old folks say that thousands of years ago, this was the time of the year when the Adepti would seek the way. But it's completely different nowadays. We eat our favorite foods, spend time with friends and relatives, enjoy the moon and the flowers. So much easier. Basically, we just do all the things that people like doing and
So
don't
exactly
take a whole lot of
like
effort.
the lunar...
Sounds like Paimon's
lunar
kind
festival.
of festival.
So are you guys free these days? I'm taking part in this year's Masterful Chefs. If possible, I'd like you to be my culinary consultants.
That's right. Getting some suggestions from friends will broaden your horizons.
Masterful chefs, huh? So is that like a competition?
I think.
Alright, yeah. I guess
From the
you
trailer,
probably
we're going
haven't
up
heard about it
in
before.
the banner. We're going up
Every
against
year, Moon Chase Festival has a
Kaching,
different theme.
who I just recently
Usually
got.
picked by the Qixing. This year's theme is Feast of the Bounteous Land, so the Qixing decided to organize a cooking competition.
That's cute.
Feast of the Bounteous Land. Pretty much sums up what Liyue is all about.
Honestly, yeah.
I
The
totally agree.
bountiful
I
land.
heard it was Ningguang that came up with it. She's so amazing and so full of mystery.
You're not wrong, I'll admit. Alright, so what do you need us to do?
Well, I want to take part in the competition, but coming up with new dishes is hard work. By the time you finally thought of something, cooked it, taste tested it, it can be hard to judge whether you're really into something or not. And so, I was thinking, I could get the two of you to help by gathering everyone's thoughts on what makes a great dish.
That makes sense.
I really want to think outside the box this time. And to do that, I'm gonna need lots of different ideas from lots of different people.
We certainly don't lack in contacts.
You sound pretty confident.
It's not
Well,
confidence.
you know,
it's
not to
tiredness.
brag or anything. But first things first, let's have a delicious one-min meal. After that, we can go around to all of our friends in Liyue and get their ideas one by one.
Okay, great.
Yeah, alright.
Also, Golba should be back soon, so we can all go together.
What do you mean should be back?
Here's your black-back perch stew, folks.
It
What do you
smells
mean
so
should be
good.
back? One for the foodies, two for the show, three for the people, so come on, here we go. Sorry, Barbara. I can never leave my baby behind. But given this event is about Zhangling, we should, I don't know, use her. She is one of the characters that I have, like, almost built. I completely passed by where we're supposed to go. Hu-Tao! Hi!
Outside the box thinking that we're looking for, right? Hu-Tao always
Okay,
seems to
you're
have
right.
a unique perspective. So let's make this our first stop.
Very fair.
What? My ears are burning. Did somebody say my name?
I haven't heard her voice in forever.
Yeah, it's Paimon and the Traveler.
Ah,
Oh,
yeah.
and Xiangling, too.
We've come to hang out.
Oh, of course, Hu-Tao. Way outside the box.
Seriously.
Meaning, you're here for some other reason, right? How might I be of assistance? Well, Hu-Tao,
Not
I
about
wanted to
grapes.
ask you, what kind of food do you like?
What?
What food I like?
Hers is the special, like,
Off the
ghost
top of my
plate,
head?
isn't it?
I don't really
I
have
like
an
her
answer.
item, but I don't have Hu-Tao, so I've never been able to make
So
it.
even Hu-Tao gets lost for words sometimes.
The
I
ghostly
sure
march.
didn't see that coming.
Come on, even the chirpiest birds clock out for the night, right?
Fair.
I'm no different.
Pretty sure clocking out isn't something birds do, but okay.
It's okay, Hu Tao. Just keep it simple.
Right. There's no need to overcomplicate it. Just pick a dish and tell me what you like about it. I'm doing some market research.
Market research.
I see. Launching a new dish? Well, let me say right off the bat, nothing weird, okay? Some poached fish, a side of shrimp dumplings. That is all you need.
That sounds good.
Poached fish and shrimp
I'm
dumplings.
so
That's
happy
a bit
I ate
ordinary,
before
isn't it?
I started
Well,
this quest.
it is and it isn't. Think about it. Poached fish is hot and spicy with a powerful aroma. It's a dynamic dish. Add a side of
Look,
shrimp
no,
dumplings, and
no.
there's your static
There he is.
component.
No.
Got it?
Dynamic?
Oh God, I'm gonna have to be watching the background this entire time for the
I can do
boy.
Dynamic? Mushroom slime stew it.
No, not that kind of dynamic. A dish is more than substance, it's a mood. Poached fish is red and spicy. It elicits a response from the eyes, ears, nose, and mouth. That's why I call it dynamic. Shrimp dumplings are more subdued, clear and
Tao
smooth
thinks
with a
more
pure and
about
subtle fragrance.
This kind of stuff than I
call
thought she
that
would.
Static. Combining dynamic and static is how you create a perfectly balanced meal. A union between opposite but complementary features coexisting in perfect harmony.
I get that. Just before recording, I had
But at the same time,
hot chicken,
it kinda sounded smart,
spicy chicken,
so...
and I had rice with corn.
Okay.
So I get that
Dynamic
spicy
and
and
static.
cooler.
Opposite, but complementary.
So is this just another way of saying you should keep everything balanced? You
Are
know,
people
a little
just
meat,
used
a
to
little
goiba?
veggie, a little salt, a little sugar.
Boba?
Bingo! Except I
Bingo.
don't think you need to have a sweet dish for it to be a complete meal. Personally, I always skip
Huh.
dessert.
I wouldn't actually think of Hu
Okay,
Tao as
I
someone
think I
who
got
doesn't
it.
like
At
desserts.
first, I thought you were just goofing around. Actually, you make a really good point.
What do you
Did I ever doubt
What do you
you, Hu Tao?
mean?
When it comes to telling tales, the
I mean, it is Hu
storytellers
Tao,
have got
so it
nothing
makes
on Hu Tao.
sense.
Uh-huh. Well, at least one of you gets it.
Thank you.
Everything in this world runs on its own set of principles, be it the circle of life or sugar and spice.
Oh,
either
that's
get
really
it or you
cute.
don't.
That's clever.
Since the traveler seems
I love
to
Hu
approve,
Tao.
I'll make
I
sure
can't
to factor
fight as
it
her
in.
for hell, but I like her.
Things
She's-
are pretty
she's
much
really cool.
done here now. Let's head to Boo Boo Pharmacy next.
If
Boo Boo Pharmacy? Yeah, you'll definitely get some interesting responses over there.
if we don't see Baiju, I'm going to throw a fit. Man!
Oh,
And Chi-Chi!
is everything
My
okay?
two favorite characters. Like, I'm sorry. Here's a simple fact. If I had Chi-Chi, I wouldn't have Sayu. That's a lie. If I had Chi-Chi, she would be on my team with Sayu. It would be Chi-Chi,
I am Chi-Chi.
Sayu,
Sayu, probably
Shimatsuba.
Razor and
Kiss man.
I'm
Sucrose.
Sucrose, a researcher of alchemy.
But I love Baiju. I love him. I want him to come out already. As a playable character and the closet.
Welcome, welcome. Here to procure an herbal remedy, I presume?
No. We actually came for the conversation this time. We're here to talk food.
I'm entering this year's cooking competition, so I wanted to ask you both. Oh, wait, there's 3 of you. I wanted to ask the 3 of you what kind of food you like. Most astutely self-corrected, we shall surely supply our assistance. You need to know what food I like?
Yes, baby.
It's all the same. No flavor.
Oh, that.
Chi-Chi has some gustatory dysfunction and can't taste any food. Make no mistake, she's not being uncooperative.
I figured as much. It's probably, being
Oh, I understand.
undead and
That's
all.
fine. Still, I'd expect Chi-Chi to have some
What
sort
about
of
the
dietary
cocoa goat
preferences,
milk?
though. There must be some dishes that you like the sensation of.
Sensation?
Cocoa goat milk.
Yes. There's one. Coconut milk. Nice and cold.
How about you two? Any thoughts?
I like bite-sized morsels of meat.
That's
I
understandable.
agree with Chung
Wait,
Chung.
what?
Many of our patients are the elderly and young children. They find large chunks of fowl or seafood difficult to swallow and
okay.
digest. Dishes where the ingredients have been finely chopped, on the other hand, are far more suitable for them.
That's
we
actually
also
very
see
sweet.
plenty of people with colds and sore throats who find it difficult to eat rich
I
food.
love him.
From a purely pharmaceutical perspective,
I love soup.
I tend to recommend soups and stews.
Got it.
I love him.
Would that
Soup.
be
I love
medicinal
soup.
soups and stews?
Medicinal soup.
I love Chi-Chi.
I don't
This is my
like it.
favorite quest.
I must apologize for having such a one-track mind. It's a little difficult to think about food without worrying
People-
about the health implications
In the
these
last
days.
quest that Baiju popped up, I think that was
We've
Young
had
Fence.
quite the endless stream
People
of
were
patients
mentioning
recently.
he sounded a lot
If you
more,
ask me, I think the changing weather is to blame.
and I have
okay.
to, I have to
Everyone's
agree,
input
but I personally
Keeping
don't hate it.
seasonal and suitable for all ages sounds like a pretty good idea to Paimon.
I still like his voice, and I like him. I like him. And look, I'm not saying I have a problem, but I'm just saying that these are important considerations for my chef.
Medicinal dishes have higher demands in terms of nutritional balance than the kind of food I normally cook. I don't usually focus on medicinal properties.
Ming would
but since this
probably
is for a
take that into
competition,
account, honestly.
Maybe I can score more points by taking both flavor and function into account.
Flavor and function.
Food with substance. Always better. Everyone will like it.
Suggestion. Thanks, everyone.
You're welcome. As long as we could help.
It's great to have a doctor's unique perspective.
There, the
I'm
man,
feeling inspired.
the man,
Oh, how you
not that
flatter
man,
me.
the other man.
Receptivity to
The-
sensible
the
suggestions
panda man.
make for a savvy chef. Oh,
There he is.
Creating new dishes is Xiangling's favorite thing to do.
I'm
You
just
can be
keeping
sure
this.
she'll put lots of care and attention into it.
Okay,
Everyone's
He's
got their
gone.
hobbies, and mine is cooking. Usually I just go with my own ideas, but having a whole new perspective this time is sure to make a big difference to the end result.
Great! That makes this whole trip worth it. Alright, time to move on to the next.
no.
So we've got an independent thinker's
No!
perspective and
Let
a
me
health
stay.
perspective. Next
Let
time,
me
I think we should probably talk to some picky eaters.
Let me stay. I don't want to leave.
Food and medicine are inextricably intertwined, you know. To give a full account of all the ways in which they are connected, why, I'd have to start that story from a long, long way back.
His vision, is that a Liyue design? Or is it?
Nobody was asking.
Chongqing, why would you do that to the man? Don't look at me.
Make my escape.
The wives. The wives, they're together.
Oh, it's the Traveler in Paimon. And Xiangling.
Greetings, friends.
Hi,
It's been a while.
Ming
Hey, what brings you here?
Wang. The wives. The wives, they are together. Why is everybody gathered here?
Has something happened?
Yeah, what's up?
What's with this great big stone on the ground?
Rock.
Long story. So, just to confirm, I will assume responsibility for handling this stone of unknown origin. Any objections?
None here. You know how to get things done, Kuching. As long as it's with you, I can rest easy knowing that it's in safe hands.
Should I take this to mean that you doubt the relative safety of leaving this in the hands of the Tianquan?
Huh? Well, for starters, Kuching is the one who's always out running
Wives
errands,
are
rain or shine.
fighting.
Besides, you don't seem to give a wooden more about
The
this whole thing
wives
anyway,
are
so what's it to you?
fighting.
I was merely joking. You, meanwhile, seem only too ready to pounce when an opportunity to publicly lambaste me arises. Even when it means giving our poor mutual friend here the cold shoulder.
Yeah, what are we? What are we, chop suey? Is this a bad time?
By no means. You wish to know about the stone, I presume. Then let me invite the great seafarer Captain Beto to tell the story, if she would be so kind.
You... Fine. Well, it's a big one, right? And such a smooth surface, too. Makes you think there's gotta be a good chunk of jade in there.
True.
Finds like this cannot be kept as private property, and must be submitted to a holder of public office. Placing it into our
that makes
custody will
sense.
also give them peace of mind.
Fish?
So, what's inside it?
Well, we've hit it with just about every weapon we could get our hands on and haven't managed to even dent it yet. Clearly there's more to it than meets the eye.
Kuching has taken an unusually keen interest in this giant stone, which is why we are leaving the matter in her capable hands.
That's fair.
Let's put that aside
Nice
for a
too.
second. Traveler, what brings you here? Were you looking for someone?
Yeah.
Actually, we were looking for all of you. We need all hands on deck here.
Oh? Hopefully
Man,
not because there's
man,
been some sort
man.
of cataclysmic event.
Man!
No, nothing like that. Paimon's just getting carried away. I just wanted to ask everyone about their food preferences.
I have rather simple tastes. Precise, pure, smart, and sophisticated. That is all I require.
That's my taste.
That's your idea
Taste
of
in a
simple,
woman,
huh?
too.
I summed up my culinary requirements in 4 words. Is that insufficiently simple for you?
A few weeks out on the open ocean would fix your flawed definition of simplicity, let me tell you that.
Why are the
about
wives
you,
fighting?
Me? If it's freshly cooked and piping hot, that floats my boat. If it's got a little chili pepper in there too, I'm one very happy
fair.
captain.
As for me, it's got to be seafood.
Cat.
Okay, got it. So, seafood, piping hot, and, a simple but
Yeah,
sophisticated.
that's a lot of, like, varying stuff. Not a lot of overlap.
And that's where I would disagree. Traveler, surely you've heard of golden shrimp balls.
Golden shrimp balls!
Oh my, they're my favorite. You need to wash and devein the shrimp, wrap it in finely sliced potato strips, then deep fry it to perfection. There's no room for cutting corners.
I already
Very
ate, but this is
precisely put
making
together.
me
They
hungry
taste
still.
pure. The presentation is smart, and the skill needed to cook them is highly sophisticated. It fits Ningguang's forward summary to the letter.
Huh. So what you're saying is, for all the frills and trills, good food is all the same
Oh,
at the
yeah.
core?
I heartily agree. Golden shrimp balls are a prime example. Their essence lies in combining art and nutrition in a single package. It is a dish of true value.
Okay, got it. So Kuching loves golden shrimp balls.
I didn't say that. Did I?
No, at least not
Yep.
outright.
Alrighty. Thanks for all your input.
Man!
I'll be sure to take it all into consideration.
Traveler, Paimon, do you have anything planned after
Not
this?
immediate, no?
Good. I'd like you to help me investigate something. It's
I
about
wonder what
this
the stone is
stone.
about.
You picked the right people
I think
for
it's
the job.
probably the bit
We
with the
investigate
charms
stuff
and
all the
such.
time.
My thoughts exactly. The Qixing has a public duty to deliver our final verdict to the fishermen. But there are also some things I would like to investigate on a personal level. I'm sure you've become acquainted with the general background of the Moonchase Festival. However, I have my own understanding of this festival's roots. My grandfather was a researcher of Liyue's traditions. In his notes, he indicated that there was a deity called the Stove God in ancient Liyue, which people paid tribute to at a certain time.
Man,
of the
I
year.
wonder.
One folktale even claims that the ancients found the Stove God's shrine, but there was no statue. Only a huge, smooth slab of stone.
Yeah.
Shortly after it was found, the stone was lost in transit,
Transit?
and
Huh.
it hasn't been
Okay.
seen since. This stone here has all the same features, so I suspect it could be the one that went missing all those years ago.
Fair.
After many years of researching ancient texts, My grandfather came to believe that the practice of paying seasonal tribute to the Stove God may be best described as a festival. He called it the Stove God Festival. That would make it the forerunner to the Moonchase Festival we know today. But this is all just theory and conjecture. To prove any of it, we'd need to start by identifying who the Stove God really was. Now that Rex Lapis has passed on, and Leela has entered the age of humankind, his successor should continue to respect our nation's culture and traditions, just as he did. That's why I think the responsibility for this situation should fall to me. It's a chance to shed light on our history, revitalize an ancient tradition, and possibly prove my grandfather's hypothesis along the way. With any luck, we'll nail all three in one fell swoop.
Kaching's a sweetie.
It was just a couple of days ago that we received this stone. Right after we decided to use food as the central theme for this year's festival. It makes me wonder.
Food.
Maybe a divine will is at work behind all of this.
3 birds with 1 stone, huh? That's pretty efficient, even for Kachi.
Seriously. Well, I'd love to help, but I'm in the middle of a commission from Xiangling.
Hey, don't worry about that. This sounds super important, so don't
But
mind me.
help both.
Besides, we're only... Wait a second. I got it!
What? Why are you shouting?
She scared her.
Can I tag along for your investigation?
But...
Since it's all about the Stove God, I might get to learn something useful about cooking along
makes
the way.
sense.
It'll be great inspiration for me in the competition. Please, let me come along. I promise I'll help.
Please.
If it means that much to you... Okay, I suppose you can come.
Really? Yay! Thank you so much! You're the best!
She's so cute.
Now that that's settled, time to get going. Jingsa Village is said to be home
Oh,
to a lot of
Jingsa,
historical
okay.
texts, so I'd like to start by making some inquiries there.
Alright, then it's off to Chingsa we go.
Off to Jingso we go. Hi, Granny.
Oh, looking for ancient texts, are we?
Yeah, I'd imagine so.
Let me think. There is an old warehouse over there.
Oh,
property of the Feiyun Commerce Guild. Many books are
Jingxia.
stored inside. Those that they have no room for.
Yeah,
at
that's the one
home.
we went to on Jingxo's
Their
quest.
youngest comes over this way to read sometimes.
The Feiyun Commerce Guild's youngest? You must be talking about Jingxia.
Jingxo.
Paimon didn't know they had a warehouse here. Let's go
I
take a look.
absolutely did. We came here on Jingxo's quest. Oh, here. Oh, that is.
Help! Ah, I'm being robbed!
It came from that direction. Come on.
I got careless.
There we go. Oh, you're still alive? Not anymore. Thank you. Hi, Shang. Oh, that's gonna be around for a
I've
little
come here to
bit.
clean the book warehouse plenty of times before, but this is the first time
Hey,
I've run
man,
into these crooks.
man, get back here, man. Get back here, man.
Are you all
Yeah, are you okay, my guy?
I am, thanks to all of you. Hey, wait a minute. You're the traveler, aren't
How
you?
many people know about
And you're
us?
Lady Kuching. An honor.
Hi, Shang.
Truly an honor.
It's
We'll
nice
try not to take up too much of
meet
your time.
you.
I understand
What
that
was
this
that?
book
Now, why
warehouse
did I
is the
say it like
property of
that?
the Feiyun Commerce Guild. Could you advise whether we might find any text relating to the Stove God in this
The
collection?
stove god.
The Stove God? I heard that's the Lord of Geo, right?
Huh?
But
Really?
can you imagine?
Yeah.
Okay.
A friend of
I
mine
gotta
who conducts research mentioned it once before. We
imagine
use stoves
Zhang
for
Li
cooking, and stoves are built
as
from rock.
Golba.
Some people think that the stove is a gift from the Lord of Geo. And that's why they call him the Stove God.
Seems logical enough.
Yeah, it makes
But
sense.
Do you have any books on the topic?
I'm sorry. I'd have to ask the young master about that.
Oh, any
We're
questions?
getting-
Please.
We're getting
ask away.
everybody in this quest.
It's Chungyun
And Chungyun! Oh!
Hello, one and all.
Alright, Chung Yoon was my first main DPS. I know about Chung Yoon. What kind of exorcist has never encountered a demon to exorcise before? Oh, baby.
Hey guys, what are you doing here? I was bored with nothing to do, and thought I'd come out this way for a bit of reading. And then I
The
thought,
friend.
why
It's
not
the
bring
friend
Chungyun
group.
along too?
Yes. I'm just
Man
along
is
for the
just
ride,
vibing
really.
back there.
I see the Yuheng Kuching is with you. Whatever brings you here must surely be a matter of grave importance. Master Xingqiu, if I may be so bold, do you happen to know if there are any texts on the subject of the Stove God among this collection?
Are there?
Since I personally selected which volumes to store here, I do have some recollection of their contents.
Oh, that's fair.
If my memory betrays me not, there is one volume among them called Demystifying the Legends of Liyue, which mentions the Stove God.
That's fair.
Might I take a look? Certainly. If it pleases my lady, I shall lead the way. Sheng, I will take care of things here. You're free to go about
I
your
love his
own
hair.
business.
I have drawn it once before. It is very fun. Alright, we go through the books.
So did you find it?
Yes, Master Xingqiu has quite an exceptional memory. Demystifying the Legends of Liyue does indeed mention the Stove God. However, it says the following. The body of the dragon wielded a tail that could eclipse the sun, and claws to command fire and teach the ways of wisdom. Receiving the gift bequeathed unto them, humankind cooked food with fire, and thus did they prosper.
The body of a dragon? The stories about Rex Lapis say the same thing.
Huh.
That much is true, but this is the only passage in the whole book. If we want to find out more, we'll have to continue our investigation. There's nothing further to discover here. It seems we'll have to look at other options.
Alright.
I come from a long lineage of exorcists, and our family too has amassed a number of ancient texts. Now that you mention the Stove God, I seem to recall reading somewhere that this god once appeared at the Guili Assembly. Of course, I can't say if it's true or not.
Books are penned by people. All they can do is show what the author was thinking. Everyone's mind is different, so every book on a given topic will give a different account. I apologize that we could not help in a more substantial capacity.
That's fair. You
Your
guys
help
did
thus far is
amazing.
quite ample.
There he goes.
Liyue is a vast and rich land. All things that existed here in
The
the
friend
past
group
have
did
left their
well.
trace. So long as we do not abandon our search, it is sure to bear fruit eventually.
As usual, the friend group,
Thank
they
you
did
all.
very well.
We will continue our investigation elsewhere.
Yep.
Hold up. I had a question too.
Oh, more
Xingqiu,
more food.
Chungyun,
Yes.
could you tell me what kind of food you like?
Cold.
Food? Oh no. You're not thinking of taking part in the Masterful Chefs, are you?
He's
Totally
traumatized.
am. What's wrong? You look like you've just seen a ghost.
Xiangling, this is a major event. I beg you, please don't cook anything strange for this competition.
Traumatized.
What do you mean strange?
Mushroom slime stew, to give one example.
Okay, fair enough. That dish isn't my most popular.
They're
That's why I'm doing all
friends.
this research, so I can create some really special dishes to win everyone over.
Well, in that case, I like cold
Makes
food.
sense.
That's
Popsicles.
because you can't handle hot and spicy, right?
Yes, you're absolutely right.
My tastes are on the mild side. I prefer gentle dishes with minimal seasoning. Soups and stews,
My
vegetables
guy.
and broth,
What's up, Goiva?
seafood or freshwater fish, either boiled or
I love him.
steamed.
He's just popping off
These
in the
kinds of
background.
dishes I am most partial to.
Okay, another mild child.
Mild
These are just personal
child.
preferences, and everyone's are quite different. Are you sure this eclectic mix of opinions will be of any use?
Yeah.
Of course. You're my customers, and putting a smile on customers' faces is my calling as a chef.
If anyone can win hearts and minds with their cooking, it's gotta be someone like Xiangling.
Definitely.
She's got pure intentions and really cares about the customers.
No, where's all this praise coming from? Knock it off, guys. You're embarrassing
Aww.
me.
They're
Sorry
friends.
for holding you all up. That's all I needed to know. Shall we carry on with the investigation?
Onward.
Over to you, Kuching. Where to next?
Guilyu Assembly? I believe so.
So
you
we've learned
pass?
the Stove God allegedly made an appearance at the Guili Assembly.
Pardon.
But today that place is largely a wasteland with few traces of human activity. Wangshu Inn is close by, so let's stop off there on the way over and see what we can find out.
Forgive us, for this is where we must part ways. May your journey be
We
a
have
smooth
met a
one.
lot of like the
Yes, best of
Liyue friends.
If you run into any difficulties,
Let's go. Next
Hu
stop,
Chao,
Wangshu Inn.
Chung Yun, Xing Shou, and Chang Li. Here, let me talk.
Now, which book to read today? Aha! How about this? Chongyun, pick a book, any book, and read it out loud to me, will you? That way, I can give my mind a rest.
huh? That's why you brought me along?
They're friends.
Don't like that plan? Okay, then I'll read one for you. How about Young and Hopelessly Smitten?
Singcho, don't you think you have one too many frivolous books in your collection?
Look here, Mihoyo. Look here. You know what you were doing.
Kuching? Of the Chishing? She's the
Yuha.
Hi.
Look at that strong body, those powerful hands, and honest eyes. This guy must be a really great chef.
Okay.
So, is there something I can help you with? You've come a long way out to end up at Wangshu
True.
Inn.
Let me fill you in. Legends claim that the Stove God once appeared at the Guili Assembly. As Wangshu Inn is the oldest extant building in this area, any historical texts from around these parts are likely to have ended up here. Is there a room in this inn for storing books? And if there is, do any of them mention the Stove God?
I like they keep calling them
Well, now
like
that you mention it,
rooms
we do
to
have
store
a fair
books.
few
Do people
ancient
mean like
texts here.
libraries?
I remember looking through an old recipe book once.
Or
I
just
need
storage?
to remember where they're all stored. If you are happy to wait here for a few minutes, I'll go have a look right
That
away.
would be nice.
Oh, traveler, there's something I need to discuss.
We
with
are
you.
helping 3 people
What is
right
it?
now.
We need to pay up or something?
What? No, I wouldn't take your money. We're all friends here. I just wanted to ask if you had the time to make a satisfying salad for
Yeah,
me.
that's easy.
A satisfying
Alright, cool,
salad? What for?
A certain person comes to mind.
Yeah, guy who hangs out on the roof terrace, you know? Good-looking fella, not too tall.
Good looking.
Don't you think he can hear you?
Oh, right. Yeah, maybe. Anyway, you know who I mean.
Yes.
The boss told me to take care of him, but this guy, let me tell you, he is one tough nut to crack. He usually turns his nose up at everything that isn't almond
Just
tofu.
make him some almond tofu
The
then.
boss tells me you once made him a satisfying salad, and it all went down so well. So I was thinking, could you teach me how to make it too? That way, I'll have something else in my arsenal.
I think that's less like
Oh, so this is for show.
exactly.
You guys really look after him, huh?
He's basically
Well, that's
the
life,
cat.
right? You gotta look out for your own people.
He's a cat. He comes to the place and you feed him. Sure, I can help.
All right then. Wait right here. I'll be just 1 minute.
Bye, chef.
Clock is ticking.
I love
Sorry for the
Paimon.
trouble, traveler.
Oh, it's fine. We're all friends here.
Okay.
Alright. Very nice.
Here you are.
We got a book.
Thank you ever so much.
While Kuching's reading her book, let's make that satisfying salad.
We'll make a spare. Specifically for you. Because this is Zhao. It's like, Zhao will know the difference.
All right. Thanks for that. I think I've got it
Good.
now.
I have no idea how I made it special.
Down, right?
Of course. Don't forget, I am the best chef around these parts.
Again, it's like, I'm pretty sure it's more the case of we made it than what was made, but yeah, whatever.
We're back.
We're back.
You finished cooking? Good timing. We finished our reading
Nice.
And? Useful? Or no?
too. Useful. There is a passage concerning the Stove God, and it's not what we were expecting. I quote,
60 miles to the northwest is the Gwali Assembly. Many were settled there, where they hunted in groups,
They
farmed the
really
land,
want us to
and
go
made
to
their
the
living
Gwali
from what the
Assembly.
soil yielded. When the stove god descended, one god became many, all of which were the height of children. As does a star when it descends into the world, so the stove god went out among the common folk and taught them to create fire. With fire, the people at last learned to make hot food, and they dined on rice kanji and cooked meat thereafter. This is a radically different account from the one given in Demystifying the Legends of Liyue, and also a conflicting one.
One god became many? Does that mean there was more than one stove god?
All the sides of
Taking
children.
the text at face value, that is what it says.
Went out among the common folk and taught them to create fire. So did the stove god really go and teach people how to cook firsthand?
Now that's a god who truly cared for their people.
So, we've got two leads, but they contradict each other. How do we know which one to believe?
By continuing our investigation and reserving judgment for now. Thank you for this text, Yanxiao.
Thank you.
It's my pleasure, really. Think nothing of it. If anything, I should be thanking the traveler. Listen, you've helped me an awful lot. Not just today, but in the past, too. I want to make it up to you properly, and as it happens, things are pretty quiet here today. So I'd like to take the chance to treat
it's
you
free
all.
food.
What do you say? Will you stay for a meal?
Yeah.
Wow, he sure sounds confident in his cooking. I like that. Confidence is one of the best ingredients a chef can have. I really want to try his cooking. I say we take him up on his offer.
Oh, yeah, Kachin, can you spare time?
It's hard to refuse a generous offer like that. Yes, I think we can fit this in.
I won't disappoint.
Everybody, please be seated!
You think you own the place?
Uh-huh.
I'll sit here with Guoba.
Hi, Guoba. Oh! You speak!
Here we are. That's everything you
Ah. I know.
It all smells amazing. I think I've met my fellow finalist.
It smells beautiful!
Strange. I never would have guessed that such a gifted chef worked here. This inn isn't particularly known for its food.
Everyone likes a good meal, whether they're staying the night or just stopping by for a bite. We call it an inn, but the fact is it's much more than that. We have to cater to all aspects of daily life to make this a true home away from home. Please enjoy your meal at your leisure. I should get back to work now.
Yanxiao, are you taking part in this year's Masterful Chefs?
Huh? You too?
Yup, I've signed up already, and I've got my eyes on the prize. Your cooking's delicious, Yanxiao. I'm really looking forward to seeing you in the final.
Huh.
I hope he makes it to the final.
All right. I'll see you there.
What was that? Some kind of power?
No, Zhongling's just nice like
No,
that.
it seemed more sportsmanlike than
Yeah.
that.
Yup, he's a really talented chef. His food was excellent, and it showed he has a level-headed personality. That's the kind of chef that could be a match for me. I haven't had any competitive cooking experience since my cook-off with Brooke in Springvale.
When the heat is on, you'll rise to the challenge.
You're too kind. Guoba, what are you doing?
Guoba's eating the...
Those were Kuching's. How could you steal them while she was
Goba!
Oh, my golden shrimp
No,
balls.
we can make you more! Oh, there's no audio.
You ate every last one? Ugh, Guoba, we've been through this. When we're with friends, you gotta be on your best behavior, okay? I'm so sorry, Kuching. I promise I'll make it up to you.
We can make some.
What's the big deal? We can just get another plate. After all, it's Yanxiao's treat today.
True.
It's not the same, though. The moment's gone. Sure, you can eat something else, but you can never
they're
go back and
starting.
change the feeling of despair as your food is snatched away from right under your nose. The dining experience is a trinity of emotion, food, and atmosphere, and you've got to have all three to make it work.
I have to say, now that you mention it, that is a very accurate appraisal of the situation.
I'm gonna make it up to you, Kaching. Is there anything you want to eat? Anything at all. Whatever it is, I'll make it for you.
I don't have high hopes for this, but equally I don't want her feeling guilty. Okay.
Kaching and Xiangling aren't ones that I thought would be very good
there is one
friends.
dish that perhaps you could try making for me. It's
But
an
it's
old
very
recipe
cute.
from my grandfather's notes.
No problem. May I see it?
I'll get it to you when we're back in Liyue Harbor.
Yeah, we're still gonna eat.
Traveler, have you finished
Yep.
eating? Before we do anything
Now,
else,
at this rate,
let's
I'm
head back
hungry
to Liyue
anyway.
Harbor. I need to fetch something.
Alright.
I need to go home to fetch my grandfather's notes. Let's meet at Wanman Restaurant later.
Alright.
Great! I'll go get everything ready. Traveler, what about you? Are you gonna do your own thing for a while, or do you want to come in and have a seat?
I actually have something to discuss with him. You go ahead. We'll join you later.
Okay, gotcha.
Traveler, come here for a moment.
Okay.
I need your advice on something. What do I need to do to get along with Xiangling?
What do you mean? You're already getting along.
Seriously? That's what's stressing you?
Yeah.
What's so strange about it? Why are you looking at me like that?
You're super smart, and you're always so sure of yourself. Paimon thought you'd never need advice from anyone about anything.
Well, that's just ridiculous. Xiangling's always so warm and friendly with me. This time especially. And now she's desperate to do me a favor. So, is that supposed to mean... we're friends already?
Yes.
I'm just not used to dealing with people who are so warm right from the get-go. How exactly am I supposed to respond to that?
You're already getting along well.
Okay. Noted. Thank you, Traveler.
Aw.
I'll see you again
Kaching's
shortly.
pretty cute. I didn't think that, like, I liked her. She was a sweet person before.
What's making Kuching so self-conscious? Paimon thought nobody would be able to get under her skin.
Yeah, I would like to hear what Xiangling thinks. Because Xiangling, in my opinion, she's just like that kind of a nice person. I appreciate Xiangling.
Hey, we're here!
Hello! Hi, Goba! Xiangling, can I ask a question?
Oh, we're gonna do this now?
Yes!
What is it?
Paimon can explain why we gotta do Paimon like that.
But this is your idea! Why you gotta dump it on Paimon?
Come on.
Okay, so back at Longshu Inn, we noticed you and Kuching were getting along pretty well. So you really like hanging out with her, huh?
Yep. Kuching's good-natured and easy to be around.
Aw.
The kind of person everyone wants to know, right?
You're a braver person than Paimon. The first time we met Kuching, Paimon found her pretty intimidating.
That's fair. She does have a formidable presence.
You think so? I remember thinking straight away that she was really easy to get along with. Didn't you see her sneaking treats to Goba back at Wangshu Inn?
Yeah, she's great. We know that now. We're just talking about first impressions.
First impressions? Oh, okay. Hey, have you guys eaten grilled shellfish before? They can be hard to crack at first, but they taste amazing that way.
We've eaten shellfish before, but I don't think we've ever tried eating them grilled.
Oh,
Huh.
you're missing
I
out.
have
I'll
grilled
cook some
shellfish
for
is
you
actually
another
very good.
time. But anyway, Kuching's like a shellfish. Maybe a little closed off at first, but once you get to know her, she's got a soft and squishy side too.
Aww.
Not to mention that even after her favorite food was stolen away, she was still happy looking after Guoba. I'm really grateful for that.
You make a good point. You know, Xiangling's intuition for people seems really spot on. Is that why she took a liking to Kuching so quickly?
I mean, it would make sense. Yeah, I think so.
Alright, let's see. We're okay for carrots and crab, and we still got some ham and mushrooms. I wonder what Kaching's recipe is gonna be.
Huh? What was that noise?
Oh, that's a lot of noise all of a sudden.
What the? That bird is huge!
Ah, it's the ladybird!
What do you mean?
Excuse
Oh,
me.
Cloud Retainer!
Such a manner.
I was like, what do you mean? The ladybird!
Name, should you care?
No, it's nothing work-related. I wanted to ask about, something personal.
Ganyu's embarrassed about
Is
her
that okay?
mom.
A personal matter? Involving me? Surely I haven't done anything
Everyone in
improper recently,
Liyue
huh?
is stressed.
Please, Lady Kaching. This is really important to
They're
me.
all so stressed.
Okay. I noticed Cloud Retainer was here for quite a while. Did she say anything about... me? When I was young? About your childhood? No, nothing at all.
She's nervous about her mom.
Really? Thank goodness. I was getting really worried. Once she gets talking to people, she tends to go off on all sorts of tangents. So I was worried she might have bored you with some stories about me. Your name didn't even come up, so you've nothing to worry about.
Kaching, how are you not asking a bunch of questions right now? There's obviously some juicy gossip here.
True.
Aren't you curious to find out what it is?
Please, no, don't do that to me. Of course not.
Ganyu!
Whatever it is, I'm not curious and I'm not going to ask. If Ganyu has a secret and she wishes to keep it that way, nobody should make it their business to try and get it out of her. That's just basic decency.
It is
not?
literally our business to know everything
Yes, ma'am.
about
And
everybody.
I'll never bring it up again.
We have
Kaching,
no choice.
Thank you. You're so kind and
But we'll be
considerate.
nice, sure.
I've always seen that in you.
Yeah.
What's that got to do with... Honestly. Go on. You should be getting back now. Oh my, you're right. I should. Okay, everyone. Please excuse me. I should get back to work now. Take good care of Kaching for me. Hey, what are you trying to say?
Don't worry, Ganyu. We will.
We got it.
Thanks. Hope to see you again soon.
See ya. Bye, Ganyu. Yeah, she sounds like a big sister.
Just ignore her.
Hey everyone! I just had an idea. It only occurred to me when that Adeptus showed up. Do you think the Stove God could be an Adeptus too?
I mean, probably.
Could be.
I don't want to assert either way, but it seems highly likely.
Exactly.
In that case, we should go ask the Adepti about it. I think my master might be able to help.
Master? You mean your teacher is an Adeptus?
Uh-huh. She's over at Eugene Terrace. Come
Oh,
on, I'll introduce you.
Madam Payne. Alright. I knew we were gonna... I've seen, like, people talking about her off and on, but I knew we were gonna see Madam Ping eventually.
Away I go.
Madam Ping.
Madam Ping is Xiangling's master?
I did not expect that.
Honestly, I didn't either.
Master, how are you keeping these days? Are you well?
Oh, very well, thank you. What a surprise it is that you all had the time to come and visit me today.
Hi, Madam Ping.
Hello.
Master, we came here because we have a question for you. Do you know about the Stove God?
Of course I know the Stove God.
Does this mean you know them personally?
Ah, I see. It's the Moon Chase Festival, isn't it?
Yep.
How interesting. So you came to hear some stories about the Stove God.
That's right. We're investigating something that happened recently.
I must commend your guesswork this far. I did indeed know the Stove God of whom you speak, but it was a great many years ago. Moon Chase was originally a rite observed by the Adepti, not something in which the ordinary people of Liyue would ever partake. But over the years, they have sought to emulate it for themselves many times.
That's fair.
Giving rise to various festivals bearing the Moonchase name. Later, Rex Lapis unified all of these various festivals under the Moonchase name to honor an old friend of his. In short, the heavens were our witness as we vowed to the moon to come together in joyful solidarity, to remember the past and reflect upon the present.
I'm gonna assume she means like
That is the
moon
meaning
carver.
of the Moonchase Festival.
Okay.
Rex Lapis.
That friend made many contributions to Liyue, and Rex Lapis would not have them go unrecognized. Turning this season into a commemoration of his old friend was also a way to honor that friendship. I can only presume that the Stove God Festival was one of the many subsumed into the Moonchase Festival.
That makes sense.
In the hands of Rex Lapis, our nation's traditions were faithfully upheld. It is to their detriment that we must now be the ones to inherit this duty.
Ka-ching. She works so hard. Is this another one where it's literally just like, okay, you guys need to take a break and take a nap?
Ah, Kuching, I simply won't allow you to be so down on yourself. Nothing would delight Rex Lapis more than to know that those who follow in his footsteps continue to value these traditions and are working tirelessly to do them justice.
Thank you.
Lady Kuching, Lady Ningguang wishes to speak with you.
Everybody in this world
Ningguang's
has
looking for me?
Everyone in Liyue. A lot of people have like the surname
Please
of
excuse
Shen.
me, everyone. If
Chang
I'm not back
Shen.
soon, you'll find me at
Shen.
Ningguang's office.
Shang Chen. This is mainly a joke, but it's just something that I have noticed.
There she goes.
Bye,
Ka-ching's a lot more
Ka-ching.
serious when she's got her work face on.
Do you want to know who Rex Lapis's friend was?
Oh! Paimon does!
Yeah.
Yes, precisely.
Oh, it was-
There are few
it was
genuine
the stone?
coincidences in the world.
It was the Stone
The
God?
story of the Lost Festival and the old friend are indeed one and the same. The Stove God was a good friend of mine, too.
Oh.
What a pity it is that the god is now gone both from the world and from people's
I had a
memories.
feeling it was the Moon Carver, but I guess it could be
It
the
is
Stone
to
God.
everyone's regret that the Stove God passed.
This is another one there's
But
they
gods
pretended to die.
cannot be fully destroyed, and we made a pact to wait until the land became fruitful once more. For perhaps the Stove God would then return, albeit in a new form.
Really? Master, you must miss the Stove God a lot, right? From the way you talk about it all, it sounds like you were the best of friends.
Yes. Thinking back on it all, there are many fond memories. I'm pleasantly surprised to find that Kuching is investigating this. She is a tenacious child, and anything she sets her mind to, she will diligently pursue. It warms my heart and makes me want to give her a helping hand. Unfortunately, however, I cannot simply give her the answer, for the process is of great importance to her. Kuching's grandfather once researched the Stove God, and now she follows in his footsteps. Since Kuching has inherited this conundrum, so too she must inherit the journey to its resolution.
You knew Kuching's grandpa?
Of course, I count all the people of Liyue among my good friends. I remember when he was the same age as Kuching is now. So young. Grandparent and grandchild are definitely made from the same mold. Both diligent enough to take on anything and bold enough to see it through to the end. I like to think of Liyue as my own little potted plant. I've watched it grow and blossom, and it grows more beautiful all the time. In the blink of an eye, the buds of yesterday are in full bloom today. It's wonderful to see. For new blossoms must bloom on the branches if the tree is to remain evergreen and ever young. My dears, you are absolutely right to focus your investigation on the stone. It is, as you suppose, the lost statue of the Stove God, and within it lie all the answers that you seek. I should like to see the stone for myself if you would lead me to it. Perhaps the truth will emerge even as we watch on.
Alright. Hi, Ka-ching. We're back.
Here, all here. I was just about to send someone to fetch you.
Oh.
A crack has appeared in one corner.
Oh.
But we still can't tell what's inside.
What happened? Did someone chip it while no one else was looking?
More likely a natural occurrence. Our weapons have had no effect on it.
That makes sense.
How would a natural occurrence crack it open?
Like an earthquake?
This is because the Stove God draws power from the actions of the masses. The heat of a busy kitchen. The joy of a reunion.
So it's literally a case
Keep
of
up
like
the good work,
yeah.
and the truth will rise to the surface.
As the celebration
soon enough.
continues, we're
All
going
the books
to
say the Stove God is the deity of food.
yeah.
So is the stone opening up because everyone's cooking for the festival?
The more we cook, the more the stone breaks.
Statues draw power from their people. So, if the Stove God has dominion over cooking, could it be that the passion people put into their cooking gives power to the Stove God? Ningguang and I chose Feast of the Bounteous Land as this year's theme, and now every chef signed up for the competition is busy preparing. Paimon's theory is not an unreasonable one.
Okay.
Plus, a lot of families have reunion feasts around this time. With everyone back home, the whole city's bustling with people, and that adds a lot to the festive atmosphere.
So if the stone cracked because Leah has started getting festive, that
Oh
must
god,
mean that
more
when the
another festive fever.
it'll bust right open, right?
Not more festive fever, please.
Right, Master?
Well, we'll have to see then, won't we?
Yep.
Okay, the fact that cooking is involved gives us a perfect opportunity. The selections phase of masterful chefs will be held indoors and seen by only a few people, but the finals will be held outside in public. Everyone who wants to will be able to come and watch it. The atmosphere will be incredibly lively, no question.
And when the finals end, boom! We'll get to see who the Stove God really is, right?
It's definitely a possibility.
Well, I've already signed up, so I should be able to help.
Yes, for a chef as accomplished as
they're
yourself, getting to the
friends.
finals should be a breeze.
Add another person to the friend group.
Competitions is making Paimon hungry. Oh, Paimon can't wait. It'd be great if Paimon could take a nap and then wake up when it's the
I
finals.
know what you mean. Oh, that was the end of part 1?